with cloudy skies in the background. There's going to be threat of rain. Strategies are going to be revised depending on how the forecast is going to be. Here goes a look at number 32. They are Leo Candava, John Bernilia, and Luis Camus III from Team SIA, Team MRC, Team Motul, led by Coach Lewy Magno. The number 32 hatchback for Class 3 Open Bravo. We could see here Charlie Cruz. He's wearing his shirt for the team, Atoy Customs. And their Honda Civic FD will be making an appearance later on. Here goes Team AES Motorsport. They came all the way from Canada. That is a highly modified Mazda Miata. Carbon fiber everywhere. Duct tape technology everywhere. Yeah, you gotta love duct tape technology. That's also Formula One approved. FIA approved. Jeff Bremford, Migs Dizon, it says here, and Chris McIntyre will be on the driver's list. They have the Philippine flag and the Canadian flag waving for AES Motorsports. The Miata, the carbon wide body Miata with a K24. All motor K24 with individual throttle bodies. This is number 32 once again. They are Class 3 Open Bravo competitors. Leo Candava, John Chasel Bernilia, Luis Camus III, Coach Lewy Magno. They are Team SIA, Team MRC, Team Motul. Yeah, you need some relaxation. You got to check out Team SIA. SIA Massage and Spa. Now here goes Atoy. Atoy number 1. The Atoy Customs Honda Civic FD led by team manager Charlie Cruz. There he goes. There goes Yusek George with the umbrella. With Bingo Valero and Michael Apacible on the driver's list. Now you can see them cramming, hectic, making sure they finish on time with things they need to do last minute. Having a chat with his son. Looking like that is Michael Apacible and Yusek George with the umbrella. It's starting to become cloudy here. Yeah, you can see the gray skies in the background. Threat of rain coming our way. This is the first round of the 2026 Makabayan Endurance Series from Petron, the Kalayaan Cup. There's also going to be the Kagitingan Cup. And then the 12 hours will come your way as well within the year in the last quarter of 2026. Here's Team 2SAW, number 69. We are talking about Powerhouse Race Specialist, led by A. San Agustin with Dane Sarmiento and Jeremy Cabreros for this campaign. Good luck. Number 69, ready. And here's number 25, the Hyundai Accent of SIA ART. Featuring Robert Santos, John Bernilia, and Gabriel Ganzon, led by Angelo Barreto as their team manager. There he is, visualizing. Good luck, man. Yeah, waving to the fans watching this FB live broadcast. Make sure you click share so others can watch this on your Facebook wall. And it is the number 7, Any Rydans Crane Cat Racing Yaris, featuring Dodi Cabasal, Freddy Lilaga, and Chini Jimenez. Hello, Chini. There she is. She's scrambling for something. With team manager J.M. Ong. That is Sir Dodi Cabasal. Also visualizing over here. Now, let's take a look at the number 17 Yaris, the Coco Melon Yaris of Motul HG Motorsports. Featuring Alan Scotto, Gav Quintos, and Jamil Lacuna as managers with Ashley Apple. Jonathan Guzman, Arvin Nero, and their Japanese driver, Ryu Miyazaki. And from Cebu, this is Cebu Racing Group's Mazda Miata, led by team manager Jess Garcia, attorney Jess Garcia, with Jesse Garcia, Jesus Antonio, and Rex Abranilia swapping seats on the driver's seat. There you go. Good luck, sir. Team Cebu Racing Group, CRG. Number 14 on your screens, exclusive racing team, XCLSV, led by manager Ralph Anthony Parado with drivers Paul Henderson Perez, Michelangelo Mangio, and Andrew Hippolito of the Class 2 Open Bravo category. Next is the number 71 Mitsubishi Lancer of Mech Central LA Performance, prepped by Kilo Perez and Lawrence Palo, led by team manager Ted Galang, featuring drivers LJ Panligan, Chris Barboza, and Berman J. Verador. Looking like there are going to be some cars who will be starting their race. A team will be starting their race on the pit lane. Sorry about that. But of course, it's not going to be the end result of the event until the checkered flag gets waved. Oh, drama for this team, for the Toyota Yaris number 17. They need to push it back to the pit so they could start their race from the pit lane. Hopefully they could get to the competition on time. Looking like they're not going to be part of the warm-up lap. Shout out to Jan Ray Viduya Oranza on the comment section. Best of luck, guys. And they roll out for the warm-up lap. There's also the number 33 car. You notice there's a number 33. That is the Namis MP Turbo. Marcus Jacob Manikas, Jevon Moreno, and the oldest driver on the grid, 65 years of age, Coach Mike Potenciano. He's right down to number 33. Yep. Where else would you want to be at age 65, right? Back at the racing seat. That is Coach Mike Potenciano of the Damas MP Turbo on that number 33 for Class 2, for Open Bravo. Those are the categories they've decided to join in. I'm sure you guys are excited where he's going to land that Civic. And the rest of the team members, Marcus Jacob Manikas and Jevoy Moreno, on their campaign for Dynamis MP Turbo. Plus, of course, an awesome representation by Any Ridans. There's the Any Ridans collaboration featuring their Subaru BRZ, featuring their Toyota Yaris, and their EG hatchback with a Pandem wide body kit. Led by our Mazda Philippines pace car. They are warming up. There goes a look at a Mazda Miata. Carbon fiber everywhere with a K24 at the engine bay. There goes the K24 equipped to hatchback in red. The 888 of Mark Young Racing Cars Unlimited. Top qualifier leading to this race start for the 4 hours of the Kalayaan Cup. You can see the top right. It says the 4. There goes another, the Mark Young Racing Cars, number 88, the EK hatchback, and then the blue and white team Any Ridans Crane Cat Racing. Their EG hatchback is there. The Toyota Yaris is also there. They have the same livery. You can easily notice it. There goes the number 69 white hatchback with a red front fender of Ace and Agustin. Powerhouse Race Specialist is what they represent. And there goes Atoy Customs. Michael Abasible, Bingo Valera, and USEC George Abasible in the collab with manager Charlie Cruz. on that multicolored Toy Story 5 looking Auto Customs Honda Civic FD. Yeah, Toy Story 5. We're going to hook you up with tickets to watch it. Just keep listening to Monster RX 93.1. Yep, Monster RX 93.1 is giving away movie tickets for you to watch Toy Story 5. The latest Toy Story movie. Watch it for free. Listen in to Monster RX 93.1. Manila's hottest radio station. There goes that Toy Story car. Toy Customs #1. You saw that. And more great variations of competition cars here. Honda Civic, Mitsubishi Lancer. There goes the Mitsubishi Lancer with the AMSOIL logo on the doors. Our official lubricant sponsor is AMSOIL Philippines. AMSOIL Racing with AMSOIL Synthetics, the first in synthetics, AMSOIL. With AMSOIL Racing over here joining us to make this event possible, together with Sparco Philippines. Also, huge thank yous to Aguila Auto Glass. Visit AguilaAutoGlass.com. Since 1952, Aguila Auto Glass. We're also proudly supported by Drive Fit Master Republic, DMR. Quality apparel since 2013, Drive Fit Master Republic. Presented by Petron, the Petron Makabayan Endurance Series of 2026, round #1 for the season. We call this the Kalayaan Cup. The 4 hours for this afternoon session with the element of rain getting added to the mix, which will challenge the strategies of the managers, the driving skills of these very talented lineup, and the engineering involved. The components, the tires, the lubricants, they all factor in for this awesome showmanship of man and machine, plus giving you guys an opportunity as well to give your favorite brands the proving it needs. They brought it here on a controlled environment, on a racetrack, to put it to the test. Full blast. There goes the map. Auto Performance Dr. Q Motorsports Caltech #20 of Miguel Abano, Miguel Quinones, and Vince Ordina, with team manager, the multiple times kart racing champion Miguel Quinones, team manager for that VO's #20. You can see the red lights. When we turn it on, it'll be turned off, and they go full throttle. Chase up to be at the front of the competitors. They are looking at the rear bumpers of. Red lights are on, and off we go. It is the 4 hours of the Kalayaan Cup 2026 kicking off right now here at Clark International Speedway. The Petron Makabayan Endurance Race Series round #1 for 2026 is happening for afternoon sessions. As you can see, cloudy skies in the background, gray skies, element of rain coming your way. This is going to be an exciting race to watch. Team strategies, driving styles are going to be adjusted accordingly. And there goes, great to see the #17 Yaris, the Coco Melon Yaris, rejoining the bunch from the pit lane. The Motul HG Motorsports with some drama going on their race start procedure. All bunched up for now. Others are going to push harder. Others are going to consider the amount of heat and strain the engines are going to face as they push. And take a look at this. The battle of the number 88 hatchback versus the Miata front-wheel drive versus rear-wheel drive battle. Both are powered by K-Series engines. Yes, that Mazda Miata's got a K24 at the front, propelled by the rear tires. And, Team Canada, Team Philippines versus Mark Young Racing Cars Unlimited. This is AES Motorsport in the number 16 Miata. Finding space. He would love to be at the front of that EK to gain an advantage of covering more laps versus their toughest competitor, the 888 hatchback, EG hatchback of Mark Young Racing Cars Unlimited. That's the EK hatchback of Mark Young Racing Cars Unlimited. Right at the moment, Hrs Kalayaan is on the first stint. Looking like we are red flagging. We are red flagging this race. Looking like we're going to have a restart to this. You can see the red flag getting waved. That's one of our visitors. Waving the red flag. The cars are back at the grid. Red flag getting waved. Shout out to Miss Karen Navarrete Anton on the comment section. Let's go, Team Motul Van Mark Young Racing. They're still right there at the front, maintaining the position at the front. And there goes Team Cebu, number 11, the white Miata. That's Cebu Racing Group. All you fans of our team right here, straight out of Cebu. Yeah, here they are, representing the region. CRG, Jesus Antonio Garcia, the young Garcia here, and of course Rex Abernelia and the father, attorney Jess Garcia at Cebu. They're going to be swapping seats for the campaign here today. Huge shout out to Sir Michael Lambert, our volunteer marshal, straight out of Australia. Thanks so much, Sir Michael Lambert. He's been rigorously waving the flags necessary to inform our motorsport competitors here. There goes Michael Lambert doing an excellent job. Our volunteer marshal straight out of the land down under from Australia. He's right here in the Philippines today for some track marshal duties. Look at how he beautifully waves the flag. We have just red flagged the race. We're going to make way for a restart. There's going to be another warm-up lap for this. That was some serious warm-up lap. And we're going to have another one. All presented by Petron, the initial round of the Petron Makabayan Endurance Series, the Kalayaan Cup, Petron Kalayaan Cup, and brought to you by Drive It Master Republic. Also presented to you by Amsoil Racing and Sparco Philippines from Kart Plaza Manufacturing Corporation. Available here at Clark Pit Stop, Sparco Philippines. Also visit AguilaAutoglass.com. Aguila Auto Glass since 1952. Thank you for the huge support for the 4 hours of the Kalayaan Cup Independence Day weekend for the initial round of the 2026 Petron Makabayan Endurance Race Challenge. Here we go. Warm-up lap for the restart. Shout outs to MS, Marvin Suzara, and everybody to his racing uncles from Team Atoy. The Toy Story 5 Honda Civic FD, see right over there. Michael Pasible, Bingo Valero, and Giorgio Pasible, and Charlie Cruz collaborating for that. Ato Iliavi, Ate Customs Honda Civic, the Toy Story inspired Honda Civic FD. Toy Story 5 movie tickets could be yours. Just listen to Monster RX 93.1 to win those movie tickets. Keep it locked in, tuned in to Monster RX 93.1, Manila's hottest radio station. So you can score those Toy Story tickets to Toy Story 5, the latest Toy Story movie. And we spotted at Ate Customs Toy Story Honda Civic FD. There it is. So easy to recognize, multicolored. And at the very front, right behind our safety car, is a number 888 from Mark Young Racing Cars Unlimited, followed by the AES Motorsport Mazda Miata with a K24. The front row competitors. Plus the number 88 Honda Civic FD right there. They're having a chat together with our Ride-Dan's cars, one of the Ride-Dan's cars. That's the number 62, white-bodied Honda Civic EG, featuring Gabby De La Merced, Kyle Bagot, Gio Cabasal, and Kiel Cabasal, led by manager JMR and Jeff Pomodora. The Any Ride-Dan's Crane Cat Recon Racing collaboration. They have a Civic on the competition. They have a Yaris. They even had a BRZ earlier. Plus the number 32 Honda Civic hatchback. Coach Larry Magno, there goes the Toy Story 5 Honda Civic FD. For the racing uncles of Marvin Suzada. There they go, man. On the Toyota GR Racing curve, the Akasha curve, they go for this warm-up lap. Brake lamps are working. Everybody's brake lamps are working. Those are the requirements. If they end up with a broken tail light or tail lamp or tail light, that could, of course, give penalties. There it goes. Oh, wonderful for the Moto HG Motorsports Coco Melon Yaris. They're going to be starting the race on the grid this time. There it is, the number 17 Yaris, followed by the number 7 Yaris of Any Ride-Dan's Crane Cat Racing. CRG on the number 11 Miata, the white car you saw over there from Cebu Racing Group, and the number 71 Mitsubishi Lancer of Mech Central LA Performance. Great to see a Mitsubishi in the competition in the sea of Toyotas, Mazdas, and Hondas. There goes that Mitsubishi. You saw him right there, led by Ted Gala. For now, it's Cebu Racing Group, led by attorney Jess Garcia, with Jesus Antonio Garcia, Rex Abrunilla, collaborating for the driving chores of the 4 hours for the Kalayaan Cup of the Petron Makabayan Endurance Race Series for 2026, presented by Petron together with Amsoil Racing, with Spargo Philippines and Aguila Auto Glass and Drive It Master Republic making the event possible. There goes Team Tusog, Powerhouse Race Specialist. Number 32, of course, Team SIA, Team MRC. Dr. Q Motorsports also on the grid with MAP Auto Performance and Caltech. We got a Hyundai right there from Team SIA ART, led by Sir Angelo Barreto. That's an automatic transmission Hyundai, by the way, on Nankang CRS. Yeah, we have a lot of teams using their Nankang tires here. Even the number 71 of Mech Central LA Performance. The car prepped by Keylor Perez and Lawrence Palo with team manager Ted Galang. It'll be LJ Pandican, Berman Diaz, Verador, and Chris Barboza swapping seats. Red lights illuminate one by one. When we shut it down, we make way for the 4 hours of the Kalayaan Cup 2026. The Kickstarter to the season of the Petron Makabayan Endurance Series. Oh, dramatic start from the number 16 AES Motorsport. Mazda Miata with a K24. A little bit late to the reaction. I wonder what happened inside. Did he see something on his laptop? Looking like nobody, started prematurely from their grid spots. Yeah, usually our marshals are going to be, as usual, actually. The marshals are going to be having a closer look, especially on that segment of the race. Race start, lights out. They got to be making sure nobody jumped the red lights. Oh, there goes the Rydans. The Annie Rydans Crane Cat. Wide body, number 62, Recon Racing Honda Civic. And there goes the number 88. This is for P2. The battle for P2. And that's the number 88 Mark Young Racing Cars Unlimited EK hatchback at position number 2 overall. And the number 3 overall, the Mazda Miata with a K24 from AES Motorsports, straight out of Canada. Also part of Team Philippines over here today. There's Mick Dizon, Chris McIntyre, Jeff Remford, and Paolo Ayaras at the wheel of that Mazda Miata. Bubbling under the number 88. Hrs Kalayaan on the number 88 here, together with Rich Young and Jeff Balao and Jason Young for their efforts on the number 88 Mark Young Racing Cars Unlimited Honda Civic EK. What a move by AES Motorsport. Mission 1 completed. They're going to have cleaner air for a short while. They're going to have to chase up, get closer to the 888 Honda Civic hatchback. Same goes Cebu Racing Group. The Miatas are at it. CRG number 11 also making a move over here. The Jess Garcia-led team, Attorney Jess, together with his son, Jesus Antonio Garcia, a kart racing champion. With Rex Abrunelli also on the driver's lineup. These Miatas are fast, challenging these Honda Civics. But wait, on the main straight, take a look at the number 88. Hrs Kalayaan's hatchback is making a return to the position 3 spot overall. Ooh, there's also another dogfight against a Honda Civic, that Miata, on that number 11. There it is. We return to the action. Number 88, making sure the racing line choices are so clever. No window of opportunity for Cebu Racing Group number 11 to return to the front of that EK. But there goes the move by the Annie Rydans Crane Cat Racing Recon hatchback. Wide-bodied indeed, making good use of the wide stance for that EG hatchback, gaining position upgrade against the Cebu Racing Group number 11 Miata. The number 11 is a white car you see over there from Cebu. CRG. Getting chased up really, really close now by a team exclusive. Plus the number 33 from Dunamis MP Turbo. How about that? We have great variations of competition cars here. Mazda Miata, Honda Civic EK, Honda Civic EG, and another Mazda Miata first gen. We got a Honda Civic EG with a wide body kit. We got a Honda Civic EG, clean looking one. The number 33 making a move on a big Honda Civic FB team exclusive. Number 14 right there with the big Honda Civic. A Paul Henderson Perez, Michelangelo Mangio, and Andrew Hipólito, led by Ralph Anthony Parado, getting pressurized. And of course a look at the number 32. Rydans equipped. Team SIA, Team MRC, led by Coach Lewy Magno. Here we go. Let's have a chat with the team manager, straight from the pit garage. Yeah, we're gonna have a chat with the car you see over there, number 32 of Class 3, also of Open Bravo. Let's have a chat with our team manager for Honda Civic number 32 right here. Take a look at that. Yeah, we're gonna find out who's the driver, stint number 1 for the team. The drivers include Leo Candava, John Chasel Bornelia, and Luis Camus. Looking like that is John Chasel Bornelia on that number 32 Honda Civic. Now here we go. Let's have a chat with Coach Lewy Magno. Hey, Coach Lewy, good afternoon. And we are seeing John Chase Bornilio on the first stint.
Yes.
Who's going to be scheduled next for stint number 2? How long is John Chase Bornilio going to stick around over here?
It depends. Depends on the truck. So the next driver might be Luis or Leo. Let's say.
So that's how the strategy goes. And when it comes to, of course, a well-experienced team manager who's had a taste of being a champion in competitions like this. So that's the tactic of Coach Levy Magno over here. So have you guys encountered any issues so far in the morning sessions that needed adjustments?
So far, there's no big issue. It's only a minor with the axle boot. So we were able to replace it. So everything's fine.
So axle boot issues also occur in events like this, and able to remedy it. And what has been the worst type of car problem you have encountered on an endurance race?
Well, engine overheating.
Oh yeah. So how high are they revving this Honda Civic? What's the engine on this number 32?
Well, it's a Honda V29 VTEC. We're only revving it around 6,000 to 7,000 RPM. So, yeah. Just in a safe RPM.
You get to tune the car. You get to prepare the car as well for events like this. And you brought it to the dyno and everything, all the cool stuff got checked. And here you are on Class 3 Open Bravo. Are you very satisfied with your results in the morning earlier?
Oh yes, very. I think we got to first place and we're even competing in Open 3.
Congratulations for the big win on Class 3 for the 2 hours in the morning sessions, and an awesome momentum indeed for the 4 hours here. Plus with the weather factoring in, have you figured out how the weather is going to be the next several minutes or hours?
Well, it looks like there will be a little rain, and well, that will make the race more exciting.
So your Ride-Ans tires, you're very confident with your Ride-Ans tires. I believe it's your first time to use Ride-Ans tires over here for Team SIA MRC Motul.
Yeah, the first time, and we were surprised by the results. The tires give us good lap times, and on top of it, very consistent.
Very important, of course. It's also part of racing in endurance race events like the Patron Makabayan 4 Hours of the Kalayaan Cup. Consistency is key, plus the strategy is going to play a very important role since the element of rain is going to come in. Driving techniques are going to be adjusted. Is there going to be tire changes in case the rain gets really, really worse?
I don't think so. As long as the tires are taken out, so I think we can handle the rain with them.
Our driver input, right? You're going to find out along the way as to how these drivers are going to give their input regarding the car's reaction to the amount of wetness that we are going to be encountering. In case the rain really happens, it's a forecast, it could still not happen. Oh, we could see one of the cars as early as now parking at your back. I guess you're happy that you're not the car that actually has to enter the pits as early as right now. 9 minutes into the race with 3 hours and 50 to go. And how about a shout out to the team, to everybody you want to say hello to watching us on FB Live. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. First, I would like to thank Ride-Ans for being with us, providing the tires we need for this endurance race. Yeah, and of course, Motul and Imprint Customs. And of course, for my teammates, my team members who are talaga, we're regular na, It's been, it's like, parang, sugi na kami ng endurance race. And I'm very thankful to them kasi they're always supportive with this, alam mo naman, medyo malaki ang gastos. So, ayun. So thank you to all of you.
And thank you so much. How long have you been racing endurance race events here in the Philippines?
May edad ba? Maybe. Siguro 4 seasons. 4 seasons na. I think.
For 4 years and having a taste at the #1 spot. I remember you guys have decided to use John Bernilio's Hyundai Accent, making you guys win top level competition with a Hyundai Accent, right?
Yes,
And the
yes.
rain is happening? I heard rain is already happening
Yeah, there's rain.
in some segments of the track. Okay, I will leave you to it if you need to do some managing of the team right now, especially if the rain is coming in. Thank you so much for this interview, Coach Levy.
All right, thank you so much.
All right, there you go. Good luck to Team SIA, Team MRC, Team O'Toole, Team Rydance on the non-VTEC V20. That's what they're using on the engine bay of this one. That's John Facial Bernelia on stint number 1. And we're going to find out if it's either going to be Leo Candava or Luis Camus III taking over for stint number 2, especially now that the rain factor has started. Fastest lap of the race so far is 2:12.5, courtesy of the 888 Motul Advan Mark Young Racing Honda Civic EG. The same looking car, but in red. And, definitely an ideal track weaponry when it comes to endurance race events here. You are watching the 2026 Patron Makabayan Endurance Series, the Kalayaan Cup, 4 hours. Rain has started to happen. See that? Very visible on the cameras. Wow. Let's see how the strategies are going to be. We saw the number 17 Motul HG Motorsports Yaris, the Coho Melon Yaris, entering the pit garage. We have Joey Monton Lies on the comment section. As rain gets harder, looking like tire swaps need to happen for number 16, the Jeff Rampert, Chris McIntyre, Mick Dizon, Paolo Ayala's collaboration, AES Motorsport, Mazda Miata, the Gen 1, highly modified with the K24. See that? Looking like they're going to be installing rain tires from Super Slicks. Yeah, they got full slicks on all 4 corners of this Mazda Miata, and now they really need to do this crucial pit stop. Happy birthday to Joey Lieses from the KPM family coming from Sheen. Happy birthday, Joey Lieses. Happy 21st birthday. And the team hard at work, making sure this tire swap happens fastest as possible. That's Chris McIntyre. Also Hector getting a great workout today. You also see in the background, that's Coach Levy Magno of Team SIA MRC Motul Rydans. Going to bring more of the action to the pit garages to find out the techniques that they do. Yeah, it's also so crucial. They have these battery-powered tools to be able to remove the tires faster than usual. We can see right over here the number 17 pit garage, Motul HG Motorsports. Is that Gav Quintos? Yo, what up, Gav? We can see you on camera. Rain gets, it's pouring harder here. That's why it's so crucial for this. Mazda. Yeah, that with a Honda. There goes a Mitsubishi Lancer. Number 71 of Next Central LA Performance. Looking like they have prepared for this scenario. They have been checking out the weather. Another crucial moment for some of the teams over here to understand. Sometimes it comes your way when it comes to hopes of rain not coming the way in the area. Especially with more upgraded apps nowadays, you can easily come up with a strategy regarding how the weather is going to come your way in the next several hours, especially on a 4-hour race. This is the Kalayaan Cup from Petron, from AMS Oil Racing. from Aguila Auto Glass, from Sparco, Philippines, from Dry Fit, Master Republic. A look at the Rydance Toyota Yaris, number 7. The NE Rydance Crane Cat Racing Yaris. Dodi Cabasal on the first stint with Freddy Lilagan. Plus, they feature also girl racer Chini Jimenez on their driver's lineup. There goes a fast pass on the main straight for the number 71 Mitsubishi. So far, that number 71 Mitsubishi is in position 9, gaining positions. There goes the Hyundai Accent number 25, also getting position upgrades. The Sia ART Hyundai of John Bernelia on the first stint, led by manager Angelo Barreto with Robert Santos and Gabriel Ganzon, our Mazda Miata drivers. But they have decided to use a Hyundai Accent as their track weapon here today. A pit stop for Miguel Abano, Miguel Quinones, and Mr. Ardina, Vince Ardina. The MAP Auto Performance Dr. Q Motorsports Caltech collaboration, Toyota Vios number 20. They also have decided to go for tire swaps. So far now the transition has fully happened. It is a totally wet racetrack. Hello to Joey Montan Lieses. Shout out to Toto Ariel Pastrana from Joey Lieses. Happy birthday once again. Come from Sheen over here. Straight out of the comment section. And if you've not clicked share for this FB Live broadcast just yet, go ahead and do it. If you just joined us, number 1 on the fastest category, the Class 1 Open Alpha Division, still is the 888 Motul Advan Mark Young Racing Honda Civic EG, led by Miko Vinarao, the manager. See that? That's how it looks like. That's how Clark International Speedway looks like. Headlights on. The tarmac looking shiny over here. Definitely a wet racetrack, wet race day. The drivers are going to have to find a way to continue on with the fast laps, and the most number of laps should be completed to gain that number 1 spot on their certain category. This is at number 2 overall. Yeah, they are at number 2 overall. Mark Young Racing, Cars Unlimited, number 88. Led by Carol Colyantes doing the first stint over here. With team manager Jason Young. There's also Rich Young, our young driver. Yeah, Rich Young is also literally young and figuratively. He's one of our teenage drivers, Rich Young. And Jeff Balao, also another of our teenagers. On that number 25 now, Robert, Gabriel, and John. Our Miata boys on a Hyundai today. The Sia ART car. And there goes the fastest car on this grid. Fastest lap of 2 minutes, 12.5. Comprised of none other than Marky Young, Inigo Anton, and Carlos Anton. There's a father and son tandem going on over here on both sides. On the driving side, also on the managing side. Marky Young's dad, of course, is the team owner, Sir Mark Young. A father and son collab on a Sunday for Mark Young Racing Cars Unlimited. Marky Young and Inigo Anton, and Carlos Anton, of course, Inigo and Carlos. The father and son racing team from Baguio. The legendary racer himself, Carlos Anton, and of course, Inigo, our Formula Racing champ. There goes a look at the HG Coco Melon Yaris, number 17. HG Motorsports. They are on Class 2. They also have their Japanese racer, Ryu Miyazaki, on the lineup with Arvin Nero, Jonathan Guzman, managed by, of course, Alan Escoto, Gav Quintos, and Jamil Lacuna. Looking like we're going to have a chat with Jamil Lacuna in just a little while to find out what's been causing their issues here so far on a dramatic start. Hey, Jamil, good morning. Yeah, it's been a very dramatic start for you guys. I want to know, how are you doing as team manager, seeing you guys have to push the car to the pit lane and starting your race from the pit garage and returning once again in the pit garage at the early stages of the race before the rain happened? How's everything over there? What's going on? Earlier, we saw the car getting back in the first 9 minutes of the race. The car returned to the pit garage. What happened on there? Oh, all right. So of course, the car doesn't have air conditioning. You guys have removed the air conditioning system. That's why. You've already removed the AC. That's why that happens on the windshield, right? Those things happen when you don't have an air conditioning system on. All right, a lot of Toyota Yaris fans are watching. Team Coco Melon, they've been cheering for you guys. Motul HG Motorsports. So who's doing the first stint right now? Who's driving right now? Who is your current driver? All right, who's going to be the second stint driver, you think? Depending on the conditions, right? I heard you have a visitor all the way from Japan, Ryu Miyazaki. How is he adjusting so far? Whether is this his first time to race here in the Philippines? Good luck, okay? For those who for sure are itching to find out, what modifications have you done to that Coco Melon Yaris? What engine does it have? What type of suspension setup you guys have? What tires are you using? Looking like signal goes bad over because of the amount of rain. And yeah, you made it look simple and sound simple with the way you have explained it. Thank you so much to Jamil Lacuna and the rest of the team. Good luck. Gav Quintos and Alan Escoto. And of course, Ashley Apil, Arvin Nero, Japanese racer Ryu Miyazaki. Currently on the stint is Jonathan Guzman from Motul HG Motorsports. There you go. That's a fine-looking Yaris, the Toyota Yaris they call Coco Melon, on GT radial tires. Oh, you're managing the TGR curve over here, the Akasha curve. Brake lights on. Those are LED lights, look really, really nice from here. For Class 2, that's the category they're joining in. And so far, we see them, car number 17, they are at position number 12 on a 16-car grid. They have completed 7 laps, and the top team here has completed 10 laps. You are looking one of our top teams, the ever capable, the any Rydans BRZ. That is number 75 from Ethan Works Motorsports. Featuring Ethan Ong, Peplo, Jeff Rojas Chua, and Andre Tan. JM Ong as team manager. They are part of Class 1. They are part of Open Alpha, the fastest division of the Petron Makabayan Endurance Race Series. We are proudly supported by Amsoil Racing. Proudly supported also by Sparco Philippines. Look at that amount of rain. Huge thanks to Aguila Auto Glass. Thanks so much to Aguila Auto Glass for being our huge supporter for the Petron Makabayan Endurance Race Series, the 2026, the first race of the season for the Endurance Challenge Series. From Petron, from Amsoil Racing. Take a look at that. It's a wet camera over here. There goes one of our Rydans cars. This is the Yaris, and there goes the hatchback. EG hatchback versus EG Yaris. Or hatchback Yaris, and then EG hatchback battle. But quick to what is happening, indeed. These are beautiful looking hatchbacks here. Another of the Yaris is a 5-door hatchback versus the 3-door hatchback you just saw moments ago, the wide body kit, the Pandem wide body kit. Yeah, that's a number 62. And this one's a number 7 here. On the 20, any Rydans collab that we have seen today. Amazing, great collaboration with Crane Cat Racing, with Beacon Racing, with Ethan Works Motorsports. Plus the Mitsubishi Lancer, you see that? Oh, and the Atoy Customs Honda Civic FD. And getting harder. The exclusive Honda Civic FD from Paul Henderson, Perez, Michelangelo Manjo, and Andrew Hippolito. And Ralph Anthony Parado having a chase, having a battle over here with a number 75. BRZ from Any Rydans, Ethan Works Motorsports of Ethan Ong, Pablo, Jeff Chua, and Andre Tan. A closer look at the Sia Hyundai. Diesel powered. Ooh, look at the amount of water they have to drive on to. That's a number 25 machine from Sia ART. John Bernilia on this first stint, if we're not mistaken. Angelo Barretto as team manager. They're on Nankang tires earlier. Let's see how these Nankangs are braving the wet weather here at Clark International Speedway. A high-speed track on a dry race day. Some cars could actually exceed 200 kilometers per hour heading to this segment of the track. Or 180 kilometers per hour. That's the aftermath of the Akasha curve, the TGR curve. There's the big loop right now, big left-hander, the carousel turn for this number 25 Hyundai Accent, the Sia ART. There goes Team Atoy of Atoy Customs, Michael Abasible, Bingo Valera, and George Abasible, and Charlie Cruz for the collab. Shout out to John Bill Flores, the team exclusive. There goes AES Motorsport. Another look at this nice looking Any Right Hands BRZ from Ethan Works Motorsports. Another look at the backstretch. If the track is not wet, they could push much harder. But of course, you got to factor that in. How fast can you go? How many laps could you do on a wet race like this? So far now, the lead still belongs to number 888. And this guy over here, number 75, that BRZ is in position 14. Out of 15 cars over here so far, 16 cars actually started. Looking like we have one of the cars stuck at the pit garage. Now here's a closer look at number 20, MAP Auto Performance, Dr. Q Motorsports Caltech, featuring Miguel Quinones, our plenty of times kart racing champion here in the Philippines, with Vince Ordina and Miguel Abano, also part of the list of drivers doing the chores for the team. Yeah, he's going to have to roll down his windows to avoid fogging at the windscreen. That's what Jamil Lacuna mentioned earlier about. There's a certain high-tech formula that you get put on your windshield to make sure those things don't happen. Number 20 is in the top 8, completing 10 laps so far in the past 33 minutes of the race. It's 3 hours and 26, the remainder. Now we got here one of our Honda Civics. That is a top car, 888, number 1. Overtaking the number 71 Mitsubishi Lancer of Team Mech Central and LA Performance. That number 71 is in position 11. And on position number 5 is that number 7 Toyota Yaris. At position 1, outlapping others here. Outlapping the number 5 car, the position 5 car in the competition, is this 888 hatchback. Very impressive driving here from Motul Advan, Mark Young Racing. 13 laps completed. They have the most number of laps. They even owned a purple lap earlier of 2 minutes 12.5 before things got, well, cats and dogs like this. A look at number 16, as you can see. Our visitors from Canada, Team Philippines, Team Canada. Yeah, Jeff Ramford and Chris McIntyre together with Mick Dizon and Paulo Ayeras collaborating for this project. A K24 equipped Mazda Miata Gen 1. Also outlapping some of the competition cars we have over here, because this is part of the Open Alpha division, that number 16 car. Trying to overtake a Class 2 Open Bravo competition Honda Civic, competition car Civic. The Honda Civic FD of Atoy Customs, the Toy Story inspired Atoy Customs car, Featuring Charlie Cruz, team manager, Michael Abasible, Bingo Valera, and Yusek George Abasible. A rear wheel drive versus a front wheel drive. And take a look at that amount of rain. Wow. You gotta admire the way these guys are braving it. They're definitely managing these conditions. Yaris, Lancer, and then the Yaris, and then the BRZ. Toyota, Mitsubishi, Subaru, and then another Toyota. Yaris, Lancer, BRZ, and another Yaris. There goes a look at the number 71 Mitsubishi Lancer with the Amsoil logo going on. Yeah, our Amsoil Racing Mech Central LA Performance machine here with a 4G92 Myvac machine prepared by Keylor Perez and Lawrence Palo for Team Mitsubishi. Right behind it, also the number 17 Motul HG Motorsports Braving the Rain, and the 07 Yaris of Any Rydance Crane Cat Racing. They're definitely making sure they don't end up with a spin out, ending up losing more time with that mistake. That's why. But they're definitely kicking a lot of water actually, creating tall rooster tails here. The Any Rydance Yaris, number 7, in the top 6. 12 laps completed so far in the past 37 minutes. The 4 hours of this Kalayaan Cup. Featuring Dorica Basal, Freddy Lilagan, and girl racer Chini Jimenez. This is going to be a great testament to the brand new Rydance campaign. They're everywhere. They're on a Yaris. They're also on a wide-bodied hatchback, number 62. This is that EG hatchback, wide-bodied with the M&M or the Pandem. The Pandem wide-body kit. Gabby de la Merced is also on this lineup. Our girl racer, Gabby de la Merced, featuring Kyle Bagot and the Cabasals, Gio and Kiel. Led by team manager J.M. Ong and Jeff Popodora. See that? Pandem wide-bodied. The Eddie Rydance Crane Cat Recon Racing EG hatchback. They have completed the Pandem look. They even have the wing going on. Of course, the rear fender, the front fender extended sideways to give it a wider stance, giving it more balance, more grip on the corners. And they also could slap on wider Rydance tires on it. Wipers on. Of course, the side windows are down to avoid fogging. And, with technology of chemists nowadays, the discoveries of our chemists nowadays, chemical technology has gone to that point of as easy as applying a certain type of chemical to the windscreen for it to not get in the way of driving in the rain like this, even if you don't have air conditioning. There goes P1, 888, the red Mark Young Racing Cars Unlimited hatchback, looking unbeatable over here. Team exclusive is currently at P3. The car you see right there, the big car you see right there, and it's competing in Class 2 in Open Bravo, while the hatchback in front of it is competing in Class 1, also competing in Open Alpha. That red car owns the fastest lap of this race. Also owns the most number of laps of this race. Also owns the win in the morning sessions earlier in the 2 hours of the Kalayaan Cup. That is a very impressive machine you see right here. a 90s Honda Civic hatchback with a K24. Getting chased out by the Honda Civic FDO team exclusive. Yeah, team exclusive has got to do that to make sure they do not run out of opportunities. Plenty of cushion for their lead. They are so far number 1 in the category Class 2 and Open Bravo. This is number 16. This is AES Motorsport in the Open Alpha category. What we have seen so far, they are at position number 12. They have 12 laps done in the past 41 minutes. They actually took a longer time swapping their tires when the rain happened. Definitely other teams now have better advantage when it comes to number of pit stops and the length of pit stop that have to be done. That had to be completed earlier. It was a little bit longer than usual. The Toy Story 5 inspired Altoy Customs Honda Civic number 1. They are at position 13, 12 laps completed in the past 41 minutes. They belong to the category Class 2 Open Bravo. That Honda Civic you saw earlier. This is for Class 2 as well. Number 25. At position number 4. This is the Kia ART Hyundai Accent, led by manager Angelo Boretto, with drivers John Bornelia, Gabriel Ganzon, and Robert Santos. Look at the amount of spray, but so far now the raindrops got reduced. The level of rain got reduced. Oh, it's just because of that angle. It still looks worse out there. Diesel powered Team Hyundai. This was once a winner of this category, Class 2. And they continue to keep it going. For all you Hyundai fans out there. Diesel hatchback on your screens. In case you have not clicked the share just yet, you better do it now. We're going to bring you the action on pit garages. Yeah, we're getting ourselves ready to have a chat with one of the Miguels of Team MAP Auto Performance, Dr. Q Motorsports Caltech, our Class 3 Open Bravo competitor. This is their car. It, of course, sports the Dr. Q Motorsports livery of pink and white and baby blue. And the Toyota Vios of Team MAP Auto Performance, Dr. Q Motorsports Caltech. Let's have a chat with Miguel Antonio. Miguel!
Hi, Tom.
Hi. And good afternoon. How's everything so far for the team?
So far, it's okay naman. We're looking forward to getting the win.
So far, no issues, right? No problems?
So far, no issues.
Yeah. Everything's working. Things are...
Everything's okay.
Uh-huh. So who's driving right now? Who's doing the first stint?
Right now, our first stint is Miguel Quiñones.
Oh, our multiple times kart racing champion is on the first stint for Class 3 and for Open Bravo. How was actually your 2-hour race in the morning earlier?
In our first race in the morning, it was unexpected because we didn't really know our opponents yet. It's our first time doing restrictor for endurance. So going back to the years, we've been doing by horsepower, not by restrictor. So